All right, thanks, Coach. EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Cleveland Browns and the Houston Texans. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Come on, set. 60 or.
And that is the kind of tackling they want to see all game as he'll lose yardage to start things out. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. First carry for Nick Chubb. After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
Well, it certainly feels like there are more stars at the tight end position than there were even 10 years ago. And I think it's become more of a glamour position because of the ways it can hurt a defense, and guys want to be involved. They can be in line, close to the line of scrimmage. They can split out like receivers. But hands, route running, speed, and some toughness to go across the middle, you put it all together, you got a heck of a tight end candidate.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's second and a couple. Now Chubb running right. And he'll get it down here to the 43. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
Check 55, Mike. All day, dog. Mike 55, Mike 55.
On first down, Lawrence. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be second down.
Well, we're not playing 3 yards in the cloud of dust football anymore. I kind of get why those old school coaches sometimes didn't want to throw the football. Because if it's popped up in the air, it almost turns into slow motion. And both sides trying to get to the football, and you're holding your breath wondering whether it's going to go good or bad for your team.
57's right. I don't think you got it, son.
To throw again, Lawrence. And nearly an interception here on their opening drive. But instead, third down.
Well, he kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
To throw on third down, Lawrence. And it's complete. Hooper. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 23.
Brandon, lest my eyes deceive me, I think they found a matchup that they're trying to exploit here, don't you? I mean, it's the second time they've gone to him here on this drive.
Yeah, opening drive. It's a tone setter, right? I think they're going to be looking his way a lot.
Yeah, and I think that the way things are going right now, they like him as a featured receiver. Let's see what kind of adjustments the defense is going to make to try and take that away.
Man, pretty good pursuit there defensively. He's brought down, no gain on the play. Second down coming up. To throw on second down, Lawrence rolling to his right. That's complete to his tight end, Higbee. And a good sign for them right now to have their young quarterback looking confident on the opening drive.
Now, we haven't met a young quarterback, a veteran quarterback. It doesn't matter. We haven't met a quarterback yet that doesn't tell us he's confident about his abilities, right?
That's true.
But when you're young, it's really important to get off to a good start because it does build up that confidence. It allows him to play.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Bernardrick McKinney, the linebacker, picks it. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape, he's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Bring it. Bring it. Switch. Kill.
At 24.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he's going to get stopped up quickly. Give him a yard down to the 43.
Well, they have that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stop that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
On 2nd and 9, Watson nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Olivier Vernon able to drop him for a loss of a couple.
It's 3rd and 11.
Following the sack, it's now 3rd and long for Watson and the Texans.
I got you, son. I got you. You're all mine. You're all mine, baby. You're all mine. Watch twist.
Throwing on 3rd down, Watson. Eluding the pressure right. He can run for it, and he will. The scramble good for a nice gain of 10 yards, but still 4th down. Now the Texans are going to call on the field goal unit. From the right hash, this from 53. And I don't think this has the carry. It does not. It's no good, and this will remain a scoreless game.
NFL kickers nowadays, they make things look so easy because normally from this range, about 2 out of 3. And this is not an easy kick.
Yeah, 20 years ago, you get where he was in that 50 range, maybe a little over. And it's a big kick, but now if they leave it short, you're like, whoa, what happened? And that's what we have here.
Yeah, you're right. 20 years ago, we were saying run some more plays and get closer. Now we think they're definitely within range, and you're exactly right. When it comes up short, there has to be something that went wrong because they have plenty of leg.
Pilot, 64, weak. Check 26. Mike. Shoot.
They go with Chubb on 2nd down. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 14 yards, and it's a Cleveland 1st down. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going, and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards. They also like what the runner is giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off.
Good work after the catch. Going to net him 23 and a 1st.
And let's face it, that what we just saw there, not a surprise, is it? I mean, this is what he does well. And if you don't tackle him as soon as he catches the ball, this is the end result. Big yardage afterwards.
Got the speed, the agility, so good with run after catch. And we're only in the 1st quarter, so they better get a wrangle and a hold on that quickly.
Yeah, you're exactly right. And what's really difficult to try and defend him is if you want to press him so that you get him on the ground quickly after the catch, a lot of times he'll just run past you at the initial point of contact, and he'll go deep.
And he'll barrel his way into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Nick Chubb, touchdown number 18 on the year, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Zuerlein connects on the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, it's Zuerlein. He'll kick it away. This fielded at the 2. And he's going to be taken down on what will be the final play of this 1st quarter. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, well, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Here's Watson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. And they went empty backfield, and because of that, nobody was there to pick up the blitz.
And you know that offenses, when they go with the empty backfield, they have different things designed on every play to try to account for things. But what people often forget, defense is audible as well. And a lot of times when they see an empty backfield, they audible right into a blitzing situation.
He's got his target. It's Cobb. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. Too far downfield, something those linemen have to watch out for, and that time it costs them.
Ready?
3rd and long. It's Watson. Oh, the ball is out. Watson lost it.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
42 yards on the punt, just 2 on the return. And the Browns will take over, 1st and 10.
At their own 40-yard line.
On the ready.
The Browns drive about to get started. Things progressing to plan so far. Their defense has been solid, and they've got themselves a 7-0 lead after the touchdown the last time they had the ball.
And this is no time to even think about, hey, are we going to milk the clock? Hey, are we just going to do ball control? This is the NFL. 7-0 leads, they don't last very long unless you continue to push the envelope on offense.
Gary and Conley, the one to bring him down.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on first down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They've got to feel pretty good about that one.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
He finds Beckham complete. And he's got the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 49. The drive stays alive, a 3rd down gain of 8. This quarterback now 7 of 10 here in this first half, and he's got a 1st and 10. A give running right is Chubb. Past the 20. A big chunk of yardage there, 37 yards.
Outside handoff to the right side. If you're a running back, you love getting the ball early so you have vision to see what's happening in front of you.
Right tackle likes that call. Big play for him, but don't forget about the guys you always tell me on the backside sealing off.
When they talk about cutoff blocks, making sure no one can leak from the backside that can run a play down.
Yeah, nobody leaked. Big play. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11.
2-18 snap.
A run for Nick Chubb, and he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 12.
Set, ready, 8, read.
Check 53,
to throw. Lawrence. And finding the tight end Hooper. And he will not be able to get the first as he can get this only down to the 5. 2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. A reminder coming up just a few minutes from now, we'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action. A good drive gets them inside the 5, but they could not punch it in.
And credit the defense, too. Make sure that happens because that was the old bend but don't break approach. Made sure they contained them when they absolutely had to and forced the field goal attempt that went through.
Let's go! Let's go! Let's go!
At their own 25-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. After the run, Watson going to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Mack Wilson gets him for a loss of 5. He is so tough to handle on the blitz, and that's Exhibit A. Following the sack, it's now 3rd and long for Watson and the Texans. Throwing on 3rd and long. Watson. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
This defense not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. They came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
And that one goes out of bounds, and let's see here. They're going to walk this back to the 40-yard line.
Here we go, set. 15 line. 15 line.
Let's go, you tight.
Shoot.
Throwing on 1st down. Lawrence. And a completion to Wilson. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 13 yards to pick up there. Good for a Cleveland first.
Go. And 2 stop.
First down.
5.
On 1st down, they'll run with Chubb. That good for 22 and a 1st down. Well, he's broken off some big-time runs here in this first half.
Man, let's just face it. When you go into a game, you think you've got the plays that are going to work, but when you actually get out there and they're starting to happen, your confidence rises, and he's running with terrific ability right now.
Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. They'll give it to Chubb. And he'll barrel his way into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Nick Chubb with his 19th touchdown, his 2nd of the game. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage. Zerline good with a PAT. And that makes our score 17-0. Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
At their own 25-yard line.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on 1st down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops. And if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. Now Watson. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
36.
shotgun snap for Watson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now here's a timeout as they're going to get it with 8 seconds remaining here in the first half. After the sack, here's 2nd and 11. Watson. He's letting it fly for Cooks. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. There defensively was John Johnson to knock it free. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Check. 59. Crouch. No.
The final shot before the break. Watson. That's complete to Cobb. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now. So as you mentioned, trying to find something.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Mack Wilson. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line.
Let's go. 18 Gator. 55. Hey, G-line, let's get in there. Let's get in there now. Let's go.
On 1st and 10, Lawrence. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Odell Beckham. Touchdown number 15 of the year. And the Browns take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash this one in. Zerline connects on the extra point. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
So tough because we always talk about it being a team game, and you need all 11 working well together. But every now and then, partner, you need that one guy who can make a play against all odds that maybe can ignite things. And I think that's what they're looking for right now.
Yeah, you talk about going to your playmakers. They probably need to do it.
Find someone that you're used to touching the football that makes big plays and give them that opportunity to maybe wake up everyone else.
Now they're able to swarm him behind the line, and his rough night continues. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Here's Watson. It's wearing the tight end with it. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 16 yards on that one, and also a Texan first down. Off of play action, it's Watson sliding out of the pocket. He'll run it. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down.
I think the last 2 plays really illustrate how difficult it is to game plan against this guy because you know he can throw the football, but how about his use of legs as well, what we call those broken plays? You can't account for them.
Yeah, those plays, those 2 that you just mentioned, a microcosm really of how he can hurt you. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Back to throw, Watson being chased out, and he's in. It's a Houston Texans touchdown. Not the first time on this drive we saw him take matters into his own hands, and this time he finishes things off with a touchdown run.
You're not going to be happy with me, but I think he took matters into his own feet, didn't he?
Oh, and this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Mack Wilson.
It's interesting that when it comes to two-point conversions, even heavy run teams tend to throw the ball in these situations. In this case, this one was intercepted.
Yeah, they weren't fooled. They were ready for the pass, picked it off. This is taken at his 4. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line.
The Browns take over first and 10.
The Browns drive about to get started. They are just putting things together so well here, drive after drive. They really have captured the momentum, haven't they?
They've taken momentum and pretty much not just given him a jersey, but a seat on the bench as well. Whatever do you need, you've got it, because the way they're stringing things together and creating that distance between them and their opponent, it's really hard to narrow that gap. And the other part is they're taking their spirit away from them, too.
And now they're just looking to add to that total. This will be a gain of about 8 to the 27-yard line.
Well, that last run makes this a 100-yard night. I've loved the way he's hit the holes. He's been quick, he's been decisive, and he's been a whole lot of fun to watch.
They run. Chubb.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for first and 10. Now Chubb. There he goes, right side. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Nick Chubb with touchdown number 20 on the year. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage. He keeps carrying the ball into the end zone, and in this one, he's sort of carrying the team on his back.
He's the reason that they lead right now, no question about it. And you talk about on his back, he's not minding the extra weight at all, is he? Carrying that just as lightly as he does the football. Yeah, what a great performance so far.
Those 3 touchdowns, it's got him in the lead.
The Texans take over first and 10.
Let's go.
Their own 25-yard line.
Watson will bring up the Texans here, first and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They'll run it now out of the gun. And they're able to get this one across the 35. A pickup of 11 and a Texans first down. So from the 36 now, first and 10. To throw is Watson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Cameron Hayward make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. Now Watson's throw is taken in by QT, and he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. A fresh set of downs on a gain of 13 there for the Texans. They'll run it now out of the gun. And this will leave them a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. The last run got 9. That leaves them with second and a yard. Watson now to throw. Flushed out right. Into the hands of the tight end. This is Jordan Thomas. Now the ball comes loose.
Result of the play, first down and 10.
Hey, pick your game up.
Watson on first down. Steps away to his left. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's second down.
Yeah, he only gets a few yards on first and 10, but he's better off doing that than throwing an incompletion or even worse, an interception.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And give him about 3 as he gets it down to the 22-yard line.
Well, you know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. Now it's Watson. Caught by Cobb. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. 1 quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Looking to throw. Watson. It won't be a sack, but it's no gain, and it brings up second down.
And while he did a good job of sliding around in the pocket, there was nowhere to go with the football, so he had to take off and try and run. He just got back to the line of scrimmage, no gain.
Throwing again on second down. Watson, and he's in. Touchdown, Houston. Brandon Cooks with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Texans cut into that lead. And it's no good on the PAT, so they can't add on here. And our score is going to stay right where it is. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. Charles, you said earlier this defense is probably going to need to hold these guys right around 20 or under that if they were going to have a chance. It was evident pretty early on that wasn't going to happen.
Yeah, they left 20 behind a long time ago in this game, didn't they? It looks like they're headed towards a big, big number. But 20 was the threshold because that kept them in the ball game and kept the pressure off of their own offense.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Here's 2nd and 8. He finds his target, Beckham. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Odell Beckham, his 2nd TD of the game and 16th on the season. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage. Zerline good with a PAT. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. This fielded at the 2. And he spins away. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line.
The Texans take over 1st and 10 at their own 32-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive.
Watch the pass. Watch the pass.
They begin the drive with Johnson. And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
From the 40 now on second down. Watson. And the Browns pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. Following the sack, it's now 3rd and long for Watson and the Texans.
Shut down. Motion. Check. Shift. Check 9. Watch it.
Here's Watson throwing on 3rd and long. Caught left side by Cobb. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. That's a first down with a cherry on top, 31 yards. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Flush to his right.
Under 10. You ain't going nowhere.
Looking left side, and he's got him in. It's Cobb. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. Randall Cobb, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Texans get a bit closer. Now Watson, he's going to lead the Texans up to go for 2. Looking to maybe throw for it here, Watson. And they're going to get to him, a sack. Sack back at the 9-yard line. So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. And the Browns are able to cover this one up. Well, fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here.
Blitz coming, and down he goes. J.J. Watt in there to get him, and that is now sack number 18 on the season for him. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. And he goes across midfield and down into Houston territory.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And able to find Higbee. It's complete. And the Texans scoop it. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line. Often on fumbles, you look at the guy who coughed it up and say, geez, what did he do? But, hey, let's tip the cap to the defense here.
Not a problem at all, my man. I'm not even going to tip it. I'm going to doff my cap to him. Congratulations. Big-time play. Knocking it free and creating something good for your team.
Following the fumble recovery, Watson got an open man. It's QT. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22.
They completed the screen on the perimeter, but, boy, that was textbook defense. Exactly as you're taught to play against a wide receiver screen, and they snuffed it out for a loss of yardage.
To throw again on 2nd down. Watson looking for Cooks, and it's intercepted. Picked off by John Johnson. And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offense coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
On the ground, it's Chubb. And that'll move him a little closer as he takes it from the 7 down to the 4-yard line. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got a 3rd down now as they look for one more first down to help salt this one away. And he takes this one in for a Browns score. Nick Chubb, his 21st touchdown of the season. And the Browns take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash this one in. Zerline connects on the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, Coach, what do you want to call? He just waved a hand like, who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time. But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. Now a play fake here on first down. Escaping the pressure right. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. 2nd down. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. They'll run it now out of the gun. He's got a first down and then some inside the 40. And finally taken down at the 35-yard line. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Here's Watson. He gets it to Cooks. That one goes for 24 yards. Watson now 12 of 17 through the air as he leads his guys up on first down. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. On second down and 4, Watson, and tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on third down. They'll run it now out of the gun. Hammering for the goal line. He loses the football. And I think the Browns got it. They did.
Result of the play.
Ready?
First down and 10.
Hey, eat. I'm coming.
Ready?
On the carry, it's Chubb. And bulldozing his way through. And he takes it all the way down to the 32.
Let's go.
Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the Browns, they continue to keep pace for that first-round bye as they move to 11-1. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the Texans, they fall to 6-6 now on the campaign. And they'll try to rebound next week on the road in Nashville. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.